Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied. Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
I love it when whiskey tickles your lips that little bit. It's like a little tiny burn that you feel. Yeah.
Burns so good.
It's such a good burn. It's such a good burn. Oh, yeah, we're recording. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. Month of Chaos. The Wheel of Pain has been put out of its misery. No, not really. I hung it up on the wall.
Okay, good.
Oh, we got to bring it back. We love
it's on the wall.
Next year.
That's up for another year. But the wheel took pity on me, at least. I think Anna. But I'm pretty sure it picked Pete's Terrifier this week. So this week we got my action pick. One I've been dying to cover. Nate and I talked about it for a long time. It just felt right to put on the Wheel of Pain. Rush Hour. We needed another Jackie Chan movie. And fuck it. I wanted one of my favorites. So, yeah, before we get into everything, let's go and hit this trailer. Don't worry, I found the short one. And then we'll get into our history. So, here we go.
If you want the girl back alive, listen and do not talk. The drop will be made tonight. The amount will be
$50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Detective James Carter loved his job just a little too much.
You destroyed half a city block.
That block was already messed up.
But the job got a little too dangerous.
Baba.
Han was about to get his daughter back and you screwed it up.
I would like one of my people to help.
Now it's time to bring in the master.
Please tell me you speak English. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Which boy?
Never touch a black man's radio, boy. Yeah.
They're two cops with nothing in common.
Do it again. Like this?
Except the case
We're gonna get your daughter back safe and sound.
they can't walk away from.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
From New Line Cinema, Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker,
We ask you please exit the building and do not panic. Do you hear that? Get the hell out of here. There's an arm in the building.
Rush Hour,
We can hang my crib. I will show you my hood.
What the hell did you just say?
Yep. I picked it. And I'm not sorry.
You shouldn't be sorry.
Love this fucking movie. We'll get into the histories. So let's start with Pete. We'll pull the Band-Aid off right now. Pete, what's your history with Rush Hour, brother?
I've been a Jackie Chan fan for a long time, and I saw this in the theater. And I watched it the other day for the second time. That's my history with this movie.
Good God.
Oh, dear.
Somehow it doesn't sound bad, but that's bad. Okay. Anna, tell me you've got some history a little bit better than Pete does with this movie.
Maybe a little better. So this came out in 98. I wasn't even 10. I think I might have watched this in high school, but like I remembered it and I've only watched it that one time. And it's also very quotable. It's a very well-known movie. So I see stuff about it, clips, scrolling kind of thing. So this is the second time I've watched this movie. But I remembered all of it. It's just one I never really went back and revisited.
I also don't think it's easily streaming anywhere.
No, you have to rent it.
Yeah, you have to rent it, or you have to have the physical media. This was not easy to find.
It was on Tubi for a long freaking time.
Oh, was it?
All
Okay.
3 of them, because there was
one of
one
those-
day I just turned it on and all of them were on. And I did tell everyone here in the chat that Walmart had it for $15, the Blu-ray. So you could have got all 3.
You know how
2
much money
bonus
I
discs.
spent on this rental?
Your soul.
0.
I spent the
I got it at the
$3.79
library.
and rented it on YouTube.
But you know what I was able to do though, because I spent $15. I watched all 3 fucking movies last night in
That's
a
pretty
row.
I
Started
think
at
that
like
second one
7. Yeah.
Isn't so bad.
I love them all, actually. I mean,
Right. I'm sorry, Charlie. What is your history?
I don't think there's a bad Jackie Chan movie. So. All right, my history. So for those
Shanghai Noon.
Yeah, I own it. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at Shanghai Nights right there beside me.
Oh,
So that one's right there. I got the VHS of Shanghai Noon up there. Yeah, who are you talking to? Like this is my jam. So yeah, for those that follow me on the other things we do, I do the Action Elite on Wednesdays. We just covered Rumble in the Bronx, which is my first introduction to Jackie Chan.
Oh, cool.
I don't count like Cannonball Run and the stuff where he was like almost a blink and you miss it kind of character, or if you're not paying attention, you don't really know who he is. But there was no Jackie Chan movies here. Like they weren't at my rental store to go rent. So when Rumble in the Bronx came out, I rented it, which we got it a year later. It was like 96 before I actually watched it. So that's my introduction to Jackie Chan. I saw that, blown away, loved it, couldn't wait to see more. The next one I watched was Rush Hour, because we're talking 98. Because it was like later on in my 20s before I started like picking up Jackie Chan DVDs as I would find them just randomly, and finding out that the names they're called on the DVDs are not the names they were released under in China.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of that. The whole Police Story franchise.
It's completely out of order.
What was the Project Phoenix or Project AO or what was it?
It's something like it, but one of them is Operation Condor.
Operation Condor. That's it.
Yeah, and that's the only one called that, and it's like part 4.
Yeah,
so it's like I have no idea.
It's a hot mess.
So this is my Jackie Chan, the Rush Hour ones. I saw this in theater, blown away by it. I absolutely love Chris Tucker. If anyone has interacted with me online a lot or any of the chats, they know my favorite GIF ever is Chris Tucker doing his dance after he blows up the car at the beginning of the movie. That is my celebratory, Charlie's happy, Chris Tucker gonna dance.
Yep.
Flat out. Because I knew him from, Fifth Element, stuff like that. So I was, Friday, I was familiar with that character anyway. And then seeing the awesome stuff Jackie Chan was going to do. So I've seen this in theaters. I've always owned a version of this. I literally did just buy the Blu-ray because it's an awesome, 3-pack. And they're not like all on one DVD. Each one's individual. So I was like, it's $15, worth it. Gorgeous on Blu-ray. I don't think there's a 4K yet of these, but Blu-ray's fine for me right now. But yeah, I adore these. I adore all of them. I know 3 is the weakest. 2 might actually be my favorite.
Yeah.
But 1 I have the most nostalgia for.
I'll back you up on 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 ups the action a little bit more. And this one still has quite a bit of action. And I actually watched this with the kids last night, the younger 2.
Oh,
and
cool.
It kept their attention pretty good. The subtitles threw them off at the beginning. Like, oh, his dad got us watching right now.
But that's good to introduce them to that, and then going into the English.
And then it started going, and then they're laughing, and Liam's catching. Liam likes to pay attention to the fights. They're talking again, and he's back doing whatever he was doing on his tablet. But then fights come on. So yeah, it was a good time. So really, probably, I won't say it's their first introduction to Jackie Chan, because I'm sure somewhere a Jackie Chan movie has been on for them, because he's done some more kid friendly things as it's gone. So, but yeah, this is something I've learned, and we'll keep this in the histories. I've learned a little bit about myself, and it all depends on when I was introduced to a franchise or a character on where I land the needle. old Jackie Chan fans like Pete, I understand how this one doesn't ring your bell like
fair.
the other Jackie Chan movies do. And because I was introduced at the Americanized Jackie Chan, this is what I gravitate to. Now, I've seen some of the other ones. Pete even knows, what was it, 2 years ago I watched Drunken Master randomly one day, and I messaged.
Which one? The OG, the 70s one, or the 90s one?
The OG, the 70s
The OG,
one.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I
remember that.
messaged you and Nate about that and was just like, I'm blown away. I've never seen this movie, and was just...
The physical fitness of the man, the myth, the legend, Jackie Chan, is that training montage, which is in every stupid Shaw Brother kung fu movie.
Yeah,
ever.
we've learned that.
right. It's there. It's going to happen. Just let it happen.
Just roll.
Happen.
Just roll.
That scene in that Drunken Master is something to behold. It
was awesome.
Freaking believable. It's like watching the greatest gymnasts in the history of the world in the Olympics do their craft. It's jaw-dropping what he's able to do.
So I have an appreciation for the older Jackie Chan movies, and I'm reintroducing myself to older martial arts movies because, as I said, I didn't grow up on them. Either A, they weren't accessible to me, B, Dad didn't really care for martial arts movies, and I would only catch them randomly, like Saturday afternoons at my granny's or something.
A lot of people, there was a stigma about these kung fu movies with the dubbing on it. The dubbing was terrible. Don't get me wrong, friends. The dubbing was terrible on these when they were brought over and shown on TBS. They were not. They were slapdash thrown together just to make a buck in the United States. Which whatever. You didn't want to invest too much money in a film that might not make any money. So there was always this stigma. It's like, oh, well, this is played for comedy, when the athleticism, the action part of these movies is undeniably beautiful. And as we found out here on this podcast, sometimes you can have too much kung fu in your kung fu movie.
Who fucking knew?
Who knew?
You could have too much kung fu in a movie. Not us. Caught us completely off guard. Anna, you missed that one. Like you would have been sitting there going, guys, I thought kung fu was supposed to be awesome. Enough's enough. And we're like, we agree.
Right.
We agree.
This is awesome.
We agree. But Pete and I are yammering on. Anna, what do you have, like, much history with, like, some of the kung fu movies or anything other than Jackie Chan, or is, like, Jackie Chan your kind of introduction too?
No, maybe a little bit. We kind of talked about this on Kill Bill. That was Tarantino, or other filmmakers for that matter, kind of incorporating this stuff in their movies in a film that has multiple genres in it. That was really the first time I was introduced to stuff like this. And it's not something that I just gravitate towards. And maybe it's because I haven't tried to watch enough of it, but it just has to kind of hit me right in order to keep my attention.
See, that was me. We're very similar as far as that goes. Regardless of the generation gap, it was just, I never really counted, like, the JCVD movies as martial arts movies. Those were just action
it's martial
movies,
arts, but it's action, not really martial arts in a traditional sense.
I mean, so
in an Eastern sense.
And I've seen a lot of. It was funny. I wasn't even planning on it, but I had turned on Tubi this weekend, and freaking Best of the Best was on Tubi, and I just went, fuck it, I haven't watched this in a long time. I haven't watched that in a long time.
I don't think I've seen that one.
So much so that I forgot the Chris Penn that's in this movie with the C4 is one of the fighters in that movie. And I went, oh, holy shit.
Wow.
Not even thinking about it, was just like, why does that guy look so familiar? And then I see him selling C4 to Chris Tucker, and I went, holy shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he wore the cowboy hat in Best of the Best with Eric Roberts and all that. So
he's in Reservoir Dogs too. He is. He's the head guy's son. He's like, I don't know who's alive. I don't know who's shot. I don't know who's not. And he's like going off in the car.
What a great line. Oh my God. That's so good.
He's Sean Penn's brother.
Yeah.
So they're you
Oh,
can see
you know what? I can see that.
you can see it. He passed away in 06.
Yeah, he did die.
Oh,
Heart attack, drugs, shit like that, unfortunately. So, but
as
it
I'm
was just
drinking
kind
a beer.
as I'm drinking whiskey right now, so don't
You-
feel
but
bad.
you don't usually.
I don't usually. It's just been a Monday. That's all I can say.
It's been
Just another
a
manic Monday.
don't know
Oh,
if
whoa,
man-
whoa. Wish it were a Sunday.
You got him
That's
singing
my
again, Anna.
fun
Look
day.
what you
Whoa,
did.
whoa,
I saw my
whoa.
opportunity. I took
don't
it.
have to run day.
This is like the third time.
Monday. Steven's
But
gonna
anyway.
love that I'm singing.
He's
Out of
gonna
my
love
life, I do I have to something.
I'm topping my whiskey
Oh, he's
off.
topping
while doing
himself
this.
off.
Yeah, that's fine. I might get through half of this bottle tonight. But no, and I'm not drinking because of the movie. Like I said, I adore this movie. I have so much fun with it. It's just even Jackie sitting there watching it last night, and it was just smiles.
You
We all
watched it with
knew
Jackie
the
Chan?
line. I did. Yep, Jackie Chan came over.
How-
we hang
you
out all the time.
Man, you got these connections. I
Let
can't
me
even
find
fathom.
out. Charlie
Yeah.
is Bogarting Jackie Chan from us.
Yeah, right. Why do you think I'm asking so many questions? Like, what's your history with Jackie Chan? It's not that
Are you
he's
gonna
just sitting
introduce
over
him?
here.
It's like, hey, Jackie, come in here.
Yeah, I'm hiding global icon Jackie Chan at my house
Shit
right now.
my
He's
pants.
training. You got
On
some
air.
land. That's his training property.
That's
where
right.
That's right.
if he's in the
He can-
States.
He can karate chop all the trees in Charlie Land.
Yeah, totally doable. But no, we were just sitting there watching it, and she's smiling. She's just like, this movie's just so much fun.
It is
Repeating the
fun.
lines we know. I know these by heart. This is
Sure,
a comfort
sure.
movie for me. I'll just turn it on in the background. I don't need to watch it. It's just fun. And let's just hit the elephant in the room right now, Pete. My favorite character and your least favorite character, Chris Tucker.
Yep.
Why you hate Chris Tucker?
Yeah, I was
Why-
going to
are you
ask that.
asking
What's
me
your beef?
Why I hate Chris Tucker?
Yeah, why you hate Chris Tucker?
You know what? Frankly, I don't know if I hate the man, Chris Tucker.
I hope not.
I don't know enough about Chris Tucker to have a strong opinion about the actual person that is Chris Tucker. He's
Fair.
a guy and he's a comedian. He's been in a lot of things. And according to Nate, he was the highest paid actor in Hollywood for a hot minute.
Yeah, for a hot minute, he
Wow.
was one of the highest paid actors.
I'm still trying to process that in my brain. And it's not anything against Chris Tucker. It's like, what have you done to afford getting the highest paid actor in Hollywood for a while? Your peers are Harrison Ford and Tom Cruise and Tom Hanks. And how on earth did you? It baffles me, but I'm not taking that away from him. He owns that for whatever. So I don't have any history with Chris Tucker, the man. I've not seen his stand up. I've seen him in very few movies. I mean,
let's be fair. He's only done like 20 movies.
Right.
So it's not like he's
not
got
a prolific actor. He's made
a
his
huge
money
filmography.
and
Yeah.
fucked off. Good for him.
He's still actively doing comedy. He's still working on it. But the big thing is he's a humanitarian now. He is
Also, he's a
actively
good dude.
Great.
a
That
legit.
makes me very happy.
I got on his socials the other day, and he's like posting pictures from church, like talking about, we're all here this service. So like when he does the thing in this movie, why did I see you at church with it? No, I made it to the, to the night service. That's what he's doing now. But he's doing like a lot of humanitarian efforts and AIDS. He's got it didn't get into a lot of detail. I didn't dig that deep, but I'm sure it's like a nonprofit that he's in charge of and stuff like that. And I haven't watched the movie. I'm interested because I've seen all the clips. The Nike movie called Air, where they're talking about the Michael Jordan deal, how Nike went from just a nothing shoe company that was trying to get into the sports, and then they did the deal with Michael.
I remember
That trailer. That trailer looked really good. I remember watching it like before it came out, but I never watched the movie.
I've seen the clips on TikTok, and I mean, it's got like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, all those guys in it.
Oh, okay.
I think
didn't
Ben
sit down and
Affleck
watch it.
produced it. I think Ben Affleck
I'm
produced it.
sure. I'm sure
He might have
did,
directed
yeah.
it too. And I
But
think
that was
too.
the most recent I saw.
I think
Go ahead.
too when Chris Tucker was kind of at his height, there weren't a lot of leading black male actors.
What? Are you kidding me?
In comedy that could hit the way
Eddie
he
Murphy,
could.
Richard
I know.
Pryor, Chris Rock, Bernie Mac.
Eddie Murphy was already fading out by that time.
But
before
he was kind of the
was still
new
there.
gen, and he was also in with Ice
All right.
Cube
All
in
right.
part of
All right.
and part of his crew.
Friday was huge.
Friday was huge.
It's
and
still
should have been
huge.
and still should
huge.
be. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
an
I mean,
iconic film.
Agreed.
It was actually what hurt the franchise is him not coming back as Smokey, in 2 and the other ones. They just kind of got dumber and dumber as they went. And, then to work with Bruce Willis being Ruby Rod, which I fucking love that character. I don't care what anyone says.
Will Smith.
But he
these
was
are all
the younger guy.
contemporaries.
He was the younger guy, though. He was the new gen coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's tied with all those guys. So when you're not competing, then it's easier for them to kind of help lift you up a
I'm not
little
going to
bit.
argue.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I like that.
It's
I'm digging in the dirt here. I'm like, there's a lot of people.
It's a wild thing. I'd really be interested in like digging more into what he's done, and because I'm not kidding, it's like 20 movies, but honestly, none of them were like anything where I'm like, oh god, I mean, he did Money Talks with Charlie Sheen, which I don't think was a blockbuster or anything, but it was still a movie with Charlie Sheen, and he got like top billing in that with him. So
Tucker
I know
got
that
billing over Sheen.
I think it was shared billing. If I'm not mistaken, it's Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen in Money Talks. I haven't seen that movie. Good God, probably. I'm old, 30 years or something like that.
We could make the argument that maybe he was just that good to where it worked out this way, or he just had a lucky career and was acting at a time where maybe he was smart with his money. Maybe he wasn't going out there doing the dumb shit young actor thing, blowing money all over Hollywood. Maybe he invested it.
Yeah. If he's done 20 films and
a lot of them are iconic is what I was getting to.
Doing humanitarian work now. He absolutely did everything right with his money.
Yeah.
And we've never seen him in the papers for anything.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah. I've never.
So like my history with Chris Tucker is I don't know him. I don't know him at all.
And that's fair.
I don't know his stand-up at all. I don't know if it was funny. I didn't watch Def Comedy Jam. It wasn't my jam. Ha ha. Ha! No, that was a bad joke. I
White guy making Def Comedy Jam.
Right. That's right.
But I think it's fair because I do kind of see how he can not be certain people's flavor.
Yeah, he's loud and mouthy and kind of obnoxious at times.
Kind of. His character in
funny,
this film
though.
deserves a punch in the face every time
For
he's
sure.
on screen.
For sure.
But that's the point.
I know it's the point, Charlie,
Okay.
but it stirs up this something in me that it just makes me angry. It makes me so angry. I cannot stand this kind of false bravado where he's out there. Look, I tell a lot of jokes, and I say that in quotation marks because people don't really laugh very often. But I'll say things like, "Oh, the camera loves me," and "Oh, yeah, the chicks dig me," and things like that. And then I'll turn around and do a self-deprecating joke, but I'm too short. Whatever.
You're a different kind of funny. You're a different kind of funny guy.
Right. But the Chris Tucker's character, I already forget his name. He is so convinced that he is this person. He deserves to be FBI. He deserves all this stuff. And he is telling these stories like P.T. Barnum sold the mermaid, right? Sold the elephant man. He's a 3-ring circus. And I think my biggest beef with him is I don't believe that his character is a badass. He's blowing up blocks in downtown LA and he doesn't have a partner because he works alone. for heaven's sakes,
to me
Riggs,
though,
Riggs
that's-
worked alone, and Clint Eastwood worked alone, and
Yeah.
all these other badasses worked alone because they were really good. Arnold in Last Action Hero, I work alone, and he would go out and blow up a block and get shit done and get yelled at. But Arnold was a big dude and he could do shit. And Chris Tucker.
That's fair. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I
apologize.
used to do that all the time.
That's my fault.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. It'll happen.
All these black guys look alike. Oh God, did I say?
Oh, where's the button? 20 minutes in. Damn it. Is that a record?
I did not mean that. I did not. That was
no.
That
It's
was a joke.
That was a
joke.
That's a Pete joke.
That was a Pete
no
joke.
one
gets.
gets.
No one's going to laugh at. But I don't see him being. I don't see him earning any of his bravado. This is all made up. All of his bullshit is made up. He's telling people stories that don't exist.
Yeah,
like people would tell stories about.
That's the point.
But look at look at how they're treating him behind his back. He's a laughing stock. When they find out that the FBI gig is not really an FBI gig, they are all on speakerphone in the chief's office, hooting and hollering like, he just has so much confidence in himself that he thinks he's that guy.
Confidence.
Is that a wrong mindset to have? No, but just like you said, Pete, he has not earned it yet. And that's the difference.
And that's the character that he's playing, because not only does he need to be this boisterous and everything, he has to juxtapose Jackie Chan, a very reserved person that has earned all of his accolades in his career.
Yeah.
Flew over specifically for the consulate,
was asked personally by
it was
the consulate.
This guy's coming and he's going to help you.
Screw you, FBI. I'm bringing my dude in, and they can't say nothing about it.
You have, and it's literally East meets West. It is literally that, and
I get all of it.
But that's, I think, what you're irritated at is how well he did it. That you're mad at the character because he's doing it exactly the way it's designed, and you're getting mad at it, which is how it's designed, is to be like, you didn't earn this. Of course he didn't. He is a blowhard. He is a tryhard. He is,
try.
He does the deal, for the C4. Who even knows what he was looking for C4? And Pete, I love you, brother. Guess what I did today?
Please tell
me. I
me.
watched the movie again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you pause the C4 in the trunk, the detonators and timer are plugged into the C4. So technically, a correct bullet,
perfect shot could have set off the C4.
A perfect shot. He empties his clip damn near and misses most, but there is this tiny, minuscule chance that he hit the detonator.
I'm gonna
you call bullshit.
I'm going to call my friend Adam Savage, and I'm going to have him bring back Mythbusters and see if
they did test it. They tested this movie, Pete. We all saw it.
I know.
They tested it. But I'm just saying, Brett Ratner went, the detonators need to be in the C4 for the shot. That is a split second.
I get
miss.
it.
It's funny.
Sometimes action movies are insulting. And when they lean into it, like Jesse Ventura carrying around a Gatling gun just for shits and giggles, that's funny. This one, I didn't care.
I liked in that moment too, when he's trying to do the deal or, catch the guy, and the real cops show up and see a black guy and a gangster looking guy looking in the trunk of a car and automatically get suspicious. And he's like, "No, just go, man, get back in your car." And he's like, they're just like
they're
not.
doing their job.
Oh, they are, but they don't realize that he's got a badge too.
He's not really going to shoot
some
me.
Sort of hand signal, like, like tap your head twice, and that's like the universal,
like
fuck
It's
outta here.
obvious they weren't even in the same district or division or
Probably
anything
not.
because they didn't even recognize him.
True.
It's
Yeah,
LA.
probably a
I don't-
different county.
It's got to be
Yeah.
humongous.
That's what
gotta
I'm thinking.
And if he's a
It's
detective, was he a detective?
Detective Carter.
Okay,
yeah.
so you have your jurisdiction has a much larger footprint, I would imagine.
Yeah,
than
if
a
you're
beat
working
cop.
a case
Yeah.
or whatever it is, I mean, there's fun. But I think he is. You said the name. He's like the anti-Riggs. He wants to be Riggs.
He
thinks he's
desperately.
Riggs.
That's the thing that really
Yeah.
bugs me. That he thinks he's this badass, and he's a buffoon.
Yeah.
and laughed at by you both said it. He's laughed at behind
Yeah,
his back.
he is the laughing
to his
stock.
face at times. Laughed at.
And Jackie
And his-
Chan shows him up at every instance. And it's like, without saying anything to him, which I do love that joke where he just smiles at him like, oh shit, I'm not even going to let this guy know I speak English. Just
That was hilarious.
that giant Jackie Chan smile when he gets off the plane, just love it, like handing him his
Nod and
luggage.
smile.
I am not a sky cap. Put your own bag in the car.
Bitchin' car, by the way.
Oh,
That was
poor
a
vet.
sexy. That was a Stingray, like a 70.
Yeah, that was a
72.
4. It's like 72-ish, 71.
Okay,
72.
yeah, it was
Um,
shorter than most Stingrays, I think. Like,
but it
looks
has that
short.
It has that like Mako body line to
It's
it.
so sexy.
No
God.
power to get out of
Oh.
its own fucking way, but it's fine.
It's fine.
We're watching, after he got Jackie Chan picked up, and
Mhm.
they stopped to go get food, and Carter comes outside. Liam's sitting there watching, and he goes, "Did Jackie Chan steal the steering wheel?" I was like, "I don't know," because it does these clever cuts where you're not 100% sure what happens, and then Jackie Chan walks up to the gate with his arm behind his back, and then the camera shows this. He goes, I knew it. He stole the steering
Oh,
wheel.
good job, Liam. You get a gold star for that one.
Well, that was the little bit he was getting into it. Like he was at least paying attention enough to
How do you
catch.
take a steering wheel off? I guess it's in park. Can
All
you,
them
Jackie
old
Chan
ones?
knows that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
can you just unscrew it literally?
He probably,
I'm asking.
honestly, I mean, usually they're on tighter than that and it takes a puller. But again, Pete, it's blowing up C4 with a bullet. I can pull a steering wheel off the car with my fingertips.
That bit of nonsense tickled me. That was good.
And
Because that's a Jackie Chan move of doing some.
It
stupid
is.
shit like
And
that.
that was one of my big draws to even when I started watching Jackie Chan movies. It's in Rumble in the Bronx. I know it's in his other stuff. It's so almost vaudevillian the way he does
sure.
some of the
Oh, yeah.
stuff. A little bit of slapstick mixed in with martial arts. This one, I mean, you can tell that they're pulling a little bit of Laurel and Hardy too with the interactions between
100%.
him and Chris Tucker. And I love that old comedy. Like I've watched almost everything, like Laurel and Hardy and, Abbott Costello, all those type of old type comedies. So that was a draw to me to Jackie Chan, that he mixes the fun with the martial arts. It's also, I still have a hard time watching this, realizing they kill. Wait till we get to the kill count.
It's non-existent. Is it really?
We'll let y'all
Oh.
guess it whenever we get to the kill count. in this.
2 is what I'm going to guess.
Well, there's 2, and that was the other one that caught Liam off guard when the bodyguards are taking Su Young to school and they direct the traffic
Oh yeah.
away.
Okay.
And
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
show it graphically like an action movie would. He goes, "What happened to the girl?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, those other guys were in the front and got shot, but there's blood on her face." And I went, "Buddy, the bullets
Splatter.
went out the other side." And he goes, "Oh," like that's how little he's watched like big
Awesome.
boy action movies. But it was like that.
Your
She has
damn
blood on her
phone
face.
down, kid.
Well, I haven't let him watch some of the
It's
more,
fine. I get that.
know,
I get that. He's at
hard.
he's at a
He-
he's at an age where it's impressionable.
We did Big Trouble, so he was happy with Big Trouble.
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm easing him in PG-13.
That one real good
realms.
explosion is real gross. I don't
Yeah,
care what age
exactly.
you are. Like, kaboom.
Exactly. He liked that one a lot. But speaking of kids, did you give Marley a chance to watch this one, Ann, or was she just like, I don't care?
No, she was doing her own thing. And it was early in the morning when I watched it just to kind of start the day and was chilling.
Yeah.
And she was just, doing her own thing.
I just always like to try to find out like kids, like Chloe, she was just like, it's a movie that's on. She would laugh once in a while, but she's just, most of the time it's eye rolling at dad going, you like this?
This is PG-13, right?
Yeah, they're all PG-13. All
Yeah.
the Rush Hours are PG-13.
I could bring this to Liam pretty easily.
You could, yeah. I walked in the house and I had it and I went, you know what? We can all watch this. I don't have to wait for them to go to bed.
Right.
And Jackie's like, oh yeah, just dinner time. We threw it on, started watching it.
I did bring Liam Drunken Master, the modern version, the 2001 or...
Yeah, was it 99 or 2001? It depends on when we got it.
Right. Well, it was an American production.
Was it an American one?
You know what, Charlie? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know for sure because the OG was definitely old school Chinese. But the original one was made for both, for sure. It was definitely made for it because the dubbing is really good. And they really leaned into the comedy in Drunken Master 2. Heavily into the comedy, where the original had a lot of it, had a lot of
it was more like physical comedy in the first one because it's the drunk thing.
And
the second one was definitely
jokes.
yes.
It was your Laurel and Hardy, your Abbott and Costello, your Blake Edwards, for heaven's sakes. That kind of a movie. Boy, that's one I'd like to cover here. I love that movie so much. And Jackie Chan's dad is only like 5 years older than Jackie Chan is in that movie.
I mean, it's not like you get a whole month to pick movies, so you know, that's fine.
So another thing that bugged me about this movie is it feels. I didn't do a lot of research on it because I didn't care. And
all the work I put into Yakuza Apocalypse.
No one should have put any effort into Yakuza Apocalypse.
The director didn't, so you know.
We all love those shots, man. That was a beautiful film, if not completely unintelligible.
I got to get my hits in somewhere, Pete. Just give me that.
I understand how weird that movie was. Don't get me wrong. I fully admitted it. I give it a 5 for heaven's sakes. But shit. Now, God damn it, you interrupted me. So Jackie Chan, I feel like Chris Tucker took this movie over. And they had top billing. The two of them had equal billing in this.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan was as a national icon as he was in China. Not quite so in America yet. Like he's not who he is today. Like every household knows who this dude is. Equally to Bruce Lee, I would imagine at this point.
Above.
Probably because he's got a longer shelf life.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say.
Oh no, that was bad. The worst.
But I don't want to say that Chris Tucker robbed the movie from Jackie Chan. I just feel like as much as I knew who and what Jackie Chan was capable of, I felt like his character and what he was doing in the movie was real repressed. It was like, I don't want to say that the director said, hey, tone it down. I just don't think he had a lot to do. And Jackie Chan's comedic timing should be held in high regard. There are few people that have the comedic timing, literally, that Jackie Chan. He has such amazing timing. And he does it physically, much like your old school Charlie Chaplin's and your Abbott and Costello's. Like that comedic timing is very hard. And I keep saying that word, and I apologize. I can't find another descriptor to go beyond that. But that's. I feel like Jackie Chan was robbed of the star that he could have been, and maybe it's been a while since I've seen 2, so maybe 2. Built him up because they're in Hong Kong.
He's centric in that one because they go to Hong Kong and now he's he's
So
Chris Tucker in that one. You know,
okay,
because
so I'm gonna have to rewatch that one, and hopefully they built him up. And this was his like intro to a big Rumble in the Bronx was huge, and it was a big hit, if I remember right.
Oh, it was gigantic.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It
and this
went
one
gangbusters over here. Yeah,
was like
this went
year,
huge.
A year or two later, and
Well,
was like a $200 million profit or something crazy like
yeah.
that.
So
It was
Rumble
an
in the Bronx
enormous hit.
was 95 in China. We got it in 96.
Right.
This was 98. So it's not a big
and 100% US produced.
Yeah.
Film.
So you're not 100% wrong. But Anna, what were you getting ready to say there?
Oh, I think it goes back to what we talked about how he's got the false bravado, and Jackie Chan has already he's worked and he's gotten the accolades, and that he doesn't have to be loud with his mouth and his voice to show you what he's made of. Like, he doesn't have to make a sound except his fist hitting your face and your body hitting the ground. Like, that's all he's got to do. And he ain't got to say a word.
I think that's a cultural thing also. Like,
true.
We're talking
and it's
about
showing the cultural differences as well.
West Coast African American and East Middle East, not Middle Eastern, Eastern Orient. That's right.
World Eastern, on the eastern side of the world.
Anyhow, right. So I think there's a huge cultural difference there also.
There is, and I think they're playing it up. I think
they are
for sure. Yeah,
that's the beauty of it. Yeah,
yeah. Because I mean, Chris Tucker makes some comments that Jackie Chan picks up.
Oh yeah,
that doesn't necessarily fly very well because he doesn't have that card yet. If you know what I mean.
Oh, 1998, how I miss you.
Chris Tucker's a racist. I mean, he's an American racist. Just because of the color of his skin, he's still a racist.
Well, she's talking about the bar scene where he goes into the pool hall and Jackie Chan just repeats what Chris Tucker says.
Not
goes,
realizing.
What up?
Running around with the N-word. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you're not wrong, though, that Chris Tucker, I don't think it's racism. I think he's stereotyping Jackie Chan.
Fair. Okay.
More than because he's not hating him for.
I will agree with
okay. I just want to make we're looking at it in the same plane. Mm-hmm. This is the beauty of the discussions. I love that. But he's definitely playing up the stereotypes because he does it immediately
of both characters.
This guy doesn't even speak English.
That he doesn't speak English.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're playing up on that, and honestly, almost every brilliant of Brett Ratner who directed this. All the Americans are doing it too. Every FBI agent is treating the consulate and everyone else as lesser than. Yeah. They know better. They know all this other stuff. You stick to what you know. We'll stick to what we know.
Right.
And it's a way of poking at don't be a stereotype because what you see is not what you get.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what Rush Hour is. What you see is not always what you get. Mm-hmm. Chris Tucker is loud. He wants you to think he's badass. He is not. Jackie Chan, very quiet, but powerful. Little bundle of TNT running around.
Very badass.
Fists. Yeah. What you see is not what you always get. And I think that's pretty much the core of at least the first movie, Rush Hour. Rush Hour 2, it definitely goes heavier into their bond, their brotherhood. And they go after a centric character to Jackie Chan in that one who killed his dad. So,
because they did have that discussion.
Yeah.
A couple of times. In this film.
So that comes back and that he goes after the guy that killed him and, Chris Tucker helps. So you get a reversal, another fish out of water kind of thing. Because you also get Jackie Chan, who is also a fish out of water in this one. It's his first time to America. They even say it, and, again, Chris Tucker takes him immediately to the Chinese theater. Look, you're home. That's not what he came here to see.
Mingle.
We're in Chinatown. Don't you want to see our version of your country?
That's like taking me to Japan. Man. That's like taking me to Japan and go, look, it's a house in the mountains. I have this at home.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I want to go see all the cool shit. Where's the dragons?
Show me shit that I don't normally see at home.
Where's Godzilla? Like, come on.
Godzilla.
But
oh God, did you guys So there was a scene where Jackie Chan, I think this is later on in the film and where I'm jumping around as we do.
That's fine.
There was Tucker went into a Chinese restaurant.
Oh yeah, the tea house, noodle house, whatever it was.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jackie Chan's like, they're going to recognize me if I walk in there. I was like, okay, well, you stay out here and I'll go in there and see if I can't find Juntao or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Juntao.
So a couple of tourists walk up to Jackie Chan and they're asking him directions and they're speaking Japanese.
Oh, are they?
They are.
They had no clue.
The little bit of Japanese that I know, they're totally speaking it. They even walk away. Jackie Chan finally says, I'm not from here. Oh, and they walk away. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do the little bow. And
they say domo, and that's definitely thank you.
I never picked up on that.
Yeah.
Never picked up on that. That's funny, actually.
I about shit my pants. I thought that was hilarious. Because hey, that guy looks like us, right?
Well, Chris Tucker does that. He goes, I don't even know whatever y'all do over there. Chinese, Japanese, I don't even care. What is going on?
Right.
I'm looking for somebody. I'm Blackanese. It's fine. He's my brother.
I got that one written down as, oh boy, that was actually funny.
Blackanese is funny, man. That's good.
Blackanese is a good damn joke.
That is a great joke. But no, I just have fun with this. I never read into this movie being any deeper than it ever really intended to. It's a way to introduce the American market to Jackie Chan. That's really kind of what this ended up being. And it blew up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what was it? We made the joke, but I mean, it was, this and then Shanghai Noon, and then it was like Rush Hour 2, and then, Shanghai Nights. Like there was just like boom, 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 boom. And he was doing movies like The Medallion, The Tuxedo.
Tuxedo, yeah.
Jackie Chan was everywhere. He had his own cartoon for a while.
Remaking Drunken Master. He did all the voiceovers. He did a lot of cartoons.
He did a ton of cartoons, which is, I did read, he wanted to be dubbed in this movie. He's so unconfident with his English, and it's in any other movie that goes anywhere outside of China, he is dubbed. Mm-hmm. Like it's never Jackie Chan's voice that we grew up listening to. I think I made that comment during Drunken Master, and I went, "That is so not Jackie Chan,
not his voice
talking." Only because I had seen Rush Hour. Mm-hmm. And so it was just kind of, that was shocking to me, knowing him later and being like, it's Jackie Chan. He speaks a little bit broken English, not terrible. And then I watch, one of his older movies and I'm like, why does he sound like a, 30, 40-year-old white guy running around?
Because he was a 30, 40
Because he was a 30 or 40-year-old white guy. But yeah, I never dug too much into this franchise completely as far as what's the subtext here, man, what's the problematic things in this. It was always just, when's he gonna get to the next fight, when's the next Jackie Chan fight, when's Chris Tucker gonna crack a joke and we're all gonna laugh at it. That's just these movies to me. Oh, stop it. He tells plenty of good jokes in this one.
Loud does not equal funny, and Chris Tucker likes to be loud, and it's rarely funny.
That's my comedy, though, man. That's
loud. I'm loud. I'm funny. Laugh at me.
You do realize when I was raised, right? Everything was loud, and it had to be
because you're
funny.
so tall. They had to yell.
Well, there's that too.
Can you hear me up there?
I mean,
Anna too. Anna's tall. Jeez.
I am.
Shorty.
The Twin Towers here.
And on that,
ain't nobody knocking us down.
I think it's time for a commercial after that one.
You want a war? Well, you got
I didn't mean the ones in New York.
Right after this.
I'm talking the wrestlers.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah. Those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
All right, Paul. So I think it's time we, made a trailer.
Do we have to?
Like, people keep asking, so we're gonna deliver.
Well, what are we supposed to do in this damn trailer?
We're just gonna talk about shit we do here. We theme our months, right? Like, what do we?
I mean, I know we've done stuff like musicals and animation months and creature features, all sorts of stuff, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something kind of like that. That I'm probably gonna sit there and tell people, we're on all social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and it's all under Flicks and Friends podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. If they're not tired of hearing that by now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll work. Should we press record?
Yeah, let's press record right now.
I didn't come here to talk. Lucky for you, they did.
So, yeah, I have no idea why me and Pete got on it talking about wrestlers there for a minute there during the commercial break.
I don't have a lot of, I have like there's a very short period of time in wrestling that I know a whole lot about. And
we got it all done in the commercial break.
Yeah. Like if you watch wrestling between 1984 and 1985, that's my history.
That's the sweet spot for Pete. Right there.
Hockey
right
Talk,
there.
man. Bam Bam Bigelow, Hacksaw Duggan. Yeah.
This is how random it gets behind the scenes on this show. It really does.
Indeed.
And Anna just most of the time just nods at the two of us, just rattling off weird shit. She's like, come on, guys.
Sometimes I can get in on it, and other times I just let them go. Just got to let them do their thing.
She's like that mom that's just like, it's not even worth getting involved.
Let them fight it out. It's fine.
I'm waiting for the day she starts scolding us both and says, "Hey, in the corner, both of you."
She does that in the group chat. We already get scolded about
we get
social
that all
media.
the time.
Yeah, we always get scolded. But no, so back to Rush Hour. I know we haven't talked a whole lot about the movie. So Anna, tell us about this movie we're supposed to be talking about.
Can we talk about the little girl, Soo Yun, and how cute as a button she is?
Oh my God.
And what a great little actress.
Are not as cute as this little girl.
I know.
Holy moly.
She was so great. I love the relationship she had with Jackie Chan. And the fact that, he was not only, he didn't only protect the consul, but he was also a friend to him. And
And a teacher.
And a teacher, yeah. And it's, you can trust someone with your life, but I feel like you want to trust someone even more with your child's life, especially when you're in that kind of position. And I also liked that he's someone who's in power and he's this very busy man, but he still makes time for her. He's like, I loved that because you don't see that a lot in any kind of genre of film. If they're a politician or something, they're busy and their kids hate them. And so I really like that he was like, well, I can't take you to school, but when you get off, this is what we're doing. There's compromise there. I can't do it now, but when you get home, I'm yours. And
she's not playing the resentful child that daddy never pays attention to me or anything like that.
She's very wise. Yes, she understands.
Busy, but daddy's also going to make time for me. And
exactly.
If daddy makes time for you when he says he does, then she will always trust you.
Yes, exactly. And she has such a good relationship with Jackie Chan as well. And I even at the end when they meet back up and she punches him, she's like, "What took you so long?" Like she knew, like, fuck the feds, fuck the cops. He's coming for me. If anybody's
push the goddamn button.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then at that point he jerked her back like, calm down, settle down.
Oops.
But and that too, I love that. Yeah, that Carter was like, "Say it with your chest," and she was like, "I'm gonna get out there and say it with you. I'm tired of having this bag over my head. I've got C4 strapped to my chest, and I'm gonna tell you how pissed off I am." I really appreciated that. I like when kids aren't played to be dumb, also, and she held her own. I liked it. What little we did see of her, she really stole those scenes, and it was a nice touch.
I think one of the most impressive things about that young actor, Soo Yun, I don't even know her real name. I'm sad to know that. And I didn't look nothing up. So
I'll look it up right now.
But
Julia,
she was,
don't ask me to pronounce this last name because it's HSU. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Julia Soo.
Soo.
Julia Soo, maybe. Anywho.
She was in two movies, Rush Hour and 3 Exits.
Just 2?
I don't know that one.
Oh, she was great.
It doesn't even have a poster. Yeah.
she at that young age was seamlessly bilingual. I was so impressed. This girl has grown up on 2 continents, clearly.
In real life.
In real life. In IRL. Right. So I loved her. God, Anna, she was so adorable.
She was so cute.
I just wanted to hug her. And not in a weird Uncle Pete way. Like
no, not at all. And then even whenever she just saw her 2 drivers get murdered and the guys are trying to get her out of the back seat, she's kicking the shit out of them. I'm like, you go, girl. Don't go down without a fight.
She was taught, because twice she got kidnapped, right? Or she got kidnapped at the back seat of the car and then kidnapped, or was it just the one time?
It's one time, but it's 2 attempts at the same time.
And she was kicking the shit out of everybody.
And they set it up perfectly because Jackie Chan goes, continue to practice your kicks and your eye gouges. And that's exactly what she does in this situation. She fucks up Sang's eye. I like that they kept that continuity through there. I like Sang. Sang's a good, like, secondy, kind of hinchy bad guy in this, blonde hair. So please don't take this the wrong way. So he stands out among the cast.
Oh, yeah.
As you know who he is. When
he's got a Yakuza look to him.
Are you talking about Jun Tao?
Yakuza is not. Yeah,
no,
Jun Tao.
Jun Tao is the British guy. Sang is the blonde.
No.
Yeah. Sang is the blonde. Jun Tao is, they think he's Jun Tao. He is not Jun Tao. Jun Tao is the British guy.
Oh, you're right.
I know. How many times y'all see this movie?
That's true. Twice.
To see this movie?
one.
But I did too. I thought it was Jun Tao. But yeah, he had that Itchy the Killer Yakuza look. That's something that Big D brought up on our As the Gods Will episode. Like anytime a Japanese or Chinese individual does a different hair color, it makes them stand out, but in a good way. Yeah. In this case, not so much, but
well, I didn't want to make it sound stereotypical. We can't tell him apart or anything, but it makes him, when he's on screen, jump out at you. Like that's the guy I need to be.
He's
paying
not
attention
wearing
to.
a red coat or white gloves. He's
he's got blonde hair,
and he's like, oh, it's easy to pick him out of the crowd.
And bullets are free because this guy don't aim anytime he fires his gun.
He just unloads a clip. Very Yakuza-like, if you will.
He thought he was in the movie Wanted there for a little bit. I was waiting for him to start throwing bullets out the end of the Uzi.
Funny.
Spinning around a room.
Yeah, just insane. Now, Pete, to your credit, they did do this movie, show it to audiences, and they went, there's not enough action. So they had to go back and film new fight scenes. The entire vase scene at the end was not originally in the movie.
Oh my
they
God,
had to
that
go
would be
back
a crime against humanity.
Are you not? I mean, that's one of my favorite ones because that is straight up the comedy one where he's trying to stop the vases from getting destroyed.
Jackie Chan fights. That is the whole slapstick kung fu that Jackie Chan is famous for. And if you don't have that in this movie,
it wasn't in it originally. They added it later. It was
test audiences.
Yeah, Americanized directors and writers. Oh, there's enough kung fu. Oh, there's enough. Audiences were like, we saw Rumble in the Bronx. Where's Rumble in the Bronx in this movie? So we need way more action. I'm sure they did the stunts. The stunts are always
style of action. I mean, you've got guns and explosions and stuff like that. And Charlie, I mean, to your credit, you love that kind of action. You love
it's like John Woo type stuff,
right.
Gung fu type.
But
things.
if you've got Jackie Chan, it'd be like putting Arnold Schwarzenegger in a movie and taking away his guns.
That's Conan.
And it's not very good. So there you go.
Oh, you get out now. Thank you, Anna.
I'm trying to make.
That was a joke, Pete. That was a joke.
I know.
The sword is his gun in that movie. Okay, that's how you justify that.
Oh, goodness gracious! Oh, I bet it is.
That's what
he's always. He's always packing a weapon. But no,
indeed,
you're right. I got HR called on myself on that one.
You sure did.
But no, I get exactly what you're saying. It's taken, if you take that away from him what
It's
it's
not a
just
Jackie Chan
Chan.
movie.
Yeah, it's just Jackie Chan in a movie.
We love Jackie Chan. We love watching him act. We love listening to him sing. I mean,
Dude can sing.
Dude can
like,
sing.
why did they not give him a song in this movie?
Right. Well, although he has sung some of his songs in his older movies. Like,
he did the end song
Police
of
Cop.
Police Cop, Super Cop. He did
Super Cop.
He did the end song for Rumble in the Bronx for China.
Oh,
we got an American one that they upped it to like a rock song that no one fucking knows. But in China, he sings the end song in Rumble in the Bronx. And I've heard it. And it's fucking awesome.
It's cool.
I like Jackie Chan as a singer.
He's perfectly fine.
Look, people, I don't think some
done.
people don't understand. I didn't understand for the longest time. When you're talking Jackie Chan in China, it's Emperor Jackie Chan.
Pretty much. If you go down to Mexico back in the 70s, it was Santo.
Yeah, Santo.
If you go back
Mexican
to the 50s
president,
in America, it was John Wayne, right? I mean, we're talking acting royalty, and Jackie Chan is exactly that.
And he still has it. He still has the pull, and it's like people.
Alive. I mean,
people have gone over there to make movies in China just because they get to work with Jackie Chan. I mean, say what you want about Chris Tucker, this was a golden ticket for him as far as Hollywood goes.
He did hit the jackpot with this.
He did.
And I'm not. They had other actors that they were looking into, and for whatever reason, they landed on Chris Tucker.
I still think it was the smart move. I don't think anyone could have played this type of character.
The only one I saw was Wesley Snipes, and Wesley Snipes, I believe,
he doesn't have the comedy.
Is a badass. And
yeah.
I disagree. I think Wesley Snipes does have the comedy.
He has comedy, but not to the level of Chris Tucker did.
No.
So I think that's the difference, though. Pete, you want the badass. You want what he thinks he is to be that character.
Already there.
So if Wesley Snipes was in this movie, now I'm watching him and Jackie Chan compete, because that's what that movie would have been. Wesley Snipes trying to one-up Jackie Chan trying to one-up Wesley Snipes. This is different. This is Jackie Chan teaching Chris Tucker, and Chris Tucker teaching Jackie Chan the mouth, to be the words, to how to act and respond. What is it? It was Demolition Man. It really originally wasn't supposed to be Wesley Snipes. Stallone wanted Jackie Chan as the villain in that.
Right. I do remember that. Yes.
Jackie Chan didn't want to be a bad guy. He doesn't like being an evil character.
Jackie Chan rarely, if ever, kills. I mean, people die around him.
He shoots guns, people fall down, but he's never stabbed them with a sword. I don't think, or anything like that.
He knocks those guards out, and he tells them he's sorry at the gate. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry," and then hops the wall with the steering wheel on him.
Hands that FBI agent his gun because he pops it up out of the holster. I mean, he's able to fight and disarm even when people are trying to kill him. He's able to just kind of push them away a little bit.
His first impression is not to shoot. His first impression is to subdue.
Yes.
Instead of, he doesn't want to kill anybody. He's like,
no, that's not his
doing
intention
our jobs.
To go out. Yeah.
You don't need to die. You have family, I'm sure.
Chris Tucker, I'm going to shoot the car as it's running away.
Well, that's America versus.
Very true. The cultural difference. America, we're all about revenge and getting even and fuck morals.
I don't know about revenge. I think it's more like blind murder.
Well, not in this case, revenge, but yeah.
Because there's some really good Asian revenge movies that.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
But
awesome.
It's more of a we shoot first and ask questions later.
Correct.
Country.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what we are. Well, yeah, because I'm the action guy. I'm all about the shoot first, ask questions later. That's exactly how that works. But no, I like saying in this that we talked about briefly as being the guy. We find out that the British guy, and this legit, again, learning history. I didn't know Britain had rule over Japan for a while.
For hundreds of years.
I get no clue. And that
Hong Kong
legitimate
was a British colony. Yep.
1 year.
Was it 1997 was the last year
Yeah,
of
1 year
British rule.
prior to this movie is how
I mean,
the
like
timeline
within
was.
all of our memories, that was still under British rule.
Still, I mean, it must not have been something that was. I mean, I was 17 at the time, so I'd have been junior, senior. I don't remember being taught that. I don't remember that even being a big deal
teach
at the
you
time.
Shit about the other side of the world
I mean,
in high school. You were lucky to get to the
maybe.
Civil War.
We got from South Pete. We got to the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we won.
All right.
Didn't we?
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
Right, we won,
Good for
right?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember you winning. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Hannah's over there going, I ain't saying shit.
Nice.
I ain't
I got a
saying
horse
shit."
in this race. No, sir.
That's the
But she
joke.
sees a couple of jackasses.
She goes, "You guys are towing this line tonight, and I don't know. I don't want to be on either side of this line you two are playing on right now."
I want to hear more.
Switzerland.
I do want to hear more from Anna, honey. What you got going?
She's been doing great. We got
I
the whole thing
know,
on
but I
So
want to hear
Young,
more.
which
I feel like
thought
I'm
was
hogging
awesome.
the conversation here.
No, not at all. Y'all know more about the Jackie Chan stuff than I do. I think I don't know that I've seen anything that Jackie Chan has been in that's not American. I don't think I've seen anything.
Interesting. Really?
I don't think I've seen. I haven't seen Rumble in the Bronx. I haven't seen it.
I make the joke that is the most family-friendly R-rated movie
Yeah.
ever. It is
fun.
almost, and it's because and honestly, watch the Americanized version. I think it's better than the Chinese one. The Chinese
I
one
don't
is
think
a
I've
little.
seen the Chinese one at all. I saw Rumble in the Bronx in the theater. I don't think I've seen the Chinese version.
So we were talking about some of the guys
Hmm.
watched it, and it's more serious. Like they weigh into him being a cop, which they erase in the American one. The music is changed. The dubbing's a little bit different. The American one is fun and, fits what they've put on screen. It's also shorter for the American one. I definitely, if you're going to watch another Jackie Chan movie that's bridging the line, Rumble in the Bronx is a good time.
Okay.
It's time well spent.
I will stand on the hill of Drunken Master. The
Also a good
Drunken Master 2, which was a Chinese production, but brought immediately over to the United States. But if you want to see something that's just Chinese that is pretty damn funny, Meals on Wheels with
Meals on Wheels.
Yeah, with Sammy Hung.
Sammo Hung.
Sammo Hung.
Yep.
Sammo Hung and Jackie Chan. That movie is laugh out loud. That is very, very silly.
I'll back that up.
It is 100% in China. Was not, I don't want to say it wasn't meant for American audiences, but it wasn't made with an American audience.
They weren't thinking about us. Yeah.
No.
Right.
It was
No.
for them.
Whereas Drunken Master 2 was certainly made with that intention. Like this is definitely going over to the US. So we're going to make it a little friendlier, even though, what was the other? Oh shit. Condor, Operation Condor.
Oh, Operation Condor, which is Police Story.
4,
3 or 4, one of those.
Few guys.
I told J-Man I need a spreadsheet because he's listing off names.
J-Man's going to take forever to put that together because it's complicated.
It's what he said. He was buying a lot of the Jackie Chan.
I'm not saying he
movies
can't
in
do
Canada.
it. I'm saying it's complicated.
No, he was getting these in Canada, like in little corner marts, like $3 a pop or something. And it was just trying to get as many as he could.
Mm-hmm.
And he's honestly, he goes, that's going to take some doing to find the way it transfers over.
Yeah, he's not wrong. So.
Yeah. But Anna, have you seen like Shanghai Noon and stuff like that
with Owen Wilson? Yeah. I think when it came out, but it's not one I've seen since.
Right.
It's not good.
I think I remember
this wasn't good either.
I think I remember not liking it that much because that was when Owen Wilson kind of blew up, right?
Oh, he was huge.
And
Owen
it was,
Wilson was everywhere
after Wedding
Jackie
Crashers. So I think
Chan
that's why I
makes
watched it. And I was
American actors' careers.
You're not wrong. It just didn't work for Jaden Smith.
That's true.
That was a failed franchise.
I said it.
Start with.
I didn't even watch that one.
Karate
I
Kid
said there's not a bad
2.
Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah.
Pete.
He's going to be in this new one. He's going to be in this new one coming out, I think.
Yeah, and it's already out. And a friend of ours that loves almost every movie that comes out. It usually has something positive to say. He goes, it was garbage. I was
Oh
like,
no.
I was like, if you say it's garbage, I'm out. And he goes, it's garbage. So, but no,
Oh, no.
yeah, I was picking on Pete, because he's been like, I don't like Rush Hour. I'm like, there's not a bad Jackie Chan movie. Now I'm having to kind of back that up, going, yeah, the Karate Kid that he did. No, that never needed to happen.
Pete's like, tell me I'm right.
He is not Mr. Miyagi. Okay,
no, you're not Pat Morita.
No, you're not. And yes, Karate Kid 2 is the pinnacle. That's where it stops. Karate Kid 2. Period.
We got to talk about Johnson too, the female cop that's in this. That obviously,
I like her. Do tell.
I do too. I liked her because you could tell that her and Carter have fucked around at one point or another.
Oh, guaranteed.
Because at the end of the day, he might be a pain in the ass, but he's got that swag and he's funny and can talk to women in that way where I can see why she would have fell for it.
Yeah,
he's charming.
Fell for it. his confidence and swagger and bravado is, I don't know, that's when you're fishing at the bar, somebody's gonna bite.
Yeah, you throw enough bait, enough lines out there, so
somebody's gonna bite. Yeah.
There was a very, go ahead, Anna.
No, I was gonna say when she's down there doing a test run on defusing a bomb and he's fucking with her, and then it goes,
I love that.
And the cop's like, congratulations, Johnson. We're all dead. And he's like, oh, don't feel bad, man. It's just, you could have done better. It's all good. It's like, it's your fault.
Quit being so hard on her. Quit being so hard on her.
Yeah.
The instructor wasn't wrong by saying,
no,
there will be distractions when you're defusing the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't sound like she had ever succeeded later on. Like later on in the movie. It didn't sound like
she's a professional, and she's like, well, being in the test
she
room
has
is a
the
lot
most
different
training of anybody in a 3-mile radius, I would imagine.
I think
I'd be putting my money on her.
I think she was like in bomb training, bombs.
Right.
She was in bomb squad, but definitely going through everything. So she's like the new one, the one you don't really want showing up first.
The new one that needs all the training possible before she has to do it live.
But you know what? Kudos to her. She has the multi-tool in her purse at the end of the movie.
Had the multi-tool.
She's dressed to the nines, but has the tool of the trade in her purse.
She's got a gun.
Cocktail dress, a gun, and a multi-tool.
Once she defused the bomb and the kid was safe, she hacked that dress up and pulled her gun out and started firing with the best of them. I was like, you go, girl.
That was you're just like, how high is she raising that thing? That sucker was way up there.
Well, she had a high slit, so she had to move the belt up a little higher,
She was trying to keep that gun line nice and svelte.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No panty line, no gun line. Stop it.
I knew it, you fucker. I saw him do this, and I went, stop it. I knew, because my mind went there too.
PG-13 movie, Pete. It's PG-13. Stop it.
You cannot say those things and expect me not to say anything.
My mind went there too. That's why I knew. Oh, but yeah,
did you see the joke? There's a classic Jackie Chan joke earlier on in the film where it was right after the bomb thing. And she comes out there and Jackie Chan, I forget how it was. There was an exchange and she
was running after Carter.
Right. And she runs into Jackie Chan's hands as he inadvertently.
Oh, that was in the bomb test room.
Holds her breasts.
He's like,
right.
He's like, so he says something to her, and then he realizes what he's doing. And he goes, "Oh,
oops,
I'm sorry."
Right. He unintentionally has placed his hands on her breasts through a flak jacket and clothes and all that stuff. So it wasn't anything sexual.
It was nothing but he recognizes it, and he's done that.
That joke happens so many times in Jackie Chan movies,
Mm.
Yeah.
And not even Jackie Chan, like kung fu comedies happens all the time. Like it is a trope to say the least. And
Pete, we watched two people have kung fu on a bed in a prostitute's brothel. Okay, so yeah,
as she bends in half, That woman was a pretzel, a live.
You're not wrong.
Pretzel. That was still to this day. That is one of the most impressive fights I've ever seen.
I agree,
because that woman could stand on her head.
We've seen some
on
weird
her
shit.
head. She could have stood on her head.
Be like one of those.
She was a contortionist.
Like Cirque du Soleil, I think is what we said. Yeah,
Cirque du Soleil contortionist. It was amazing. Just that fight was jaw dropping, and it was on a bed, so it was all this close quarter stuff. And it's
insane. Yeah,
we've
seen some weird shit.
It's not sexy. It's not sexy. It's just
it's not.
Oh my!
It's just weird.
God. How are you doing that? It's
monkey
kung fu. I mean, Anna.
Yeah, monkey kung fu. Oh, God.
Monkey kung fu. The only only kung fu movie that has ever had too much kung fu in it.
Too much kung fu.
Too much food. Too much of the
draw
food.
the line somewhere. But this movie doesn't have too much food. This movie has. I want to say it's close to the perfect amount since they added some.
I would have liked a little bit more.
Part 2, you get a little more, which I think is where it gets better.
Chris Tucker to have learned something.
He did.
He took the gun away. He took the gun away.
I love that. He's like, ha ha, I did it. Huh, put your hands up.
That was very funny. Did you see earlier on when he and Jackie are outside of the car dancing and then trying that stuff? Chris Tucker is left-handed. Jackie Chan is right-handed. And when Chris Tucker went to go grab his gun for the first time, he fumbles it.
And it's pointing at him.
Because they're the opposite hands or whatever. And they were just trying to...
Yeah, that had to be a coordination nightmare. Because you're right. If you're both right-handed, you could do it. Right. It works great for the camera, too, because you can do it in camera frame.
Yeah, but he tries to disarm a right-handed person with this left hand because he's left-handed. And I laughed out loud because I saw the fumble happen and they recovered brilliantly, both of them. Like it wasn't, one wasn't better than the other. They both went, oh shit.
And they walked down the street to end that shot and they're like doing this.
Yeah.
Dancing.
It was great. It was a wonder. I bet that was the 1,000,000th shot. And that was all
guaranteed.
Film. That was all film. Like director's like, cut. Fucking cut. That's done.
This is one of my favorite things, though, when I watch these movies is the bloopers at the end. I could watch hours of these bloopers.
Do you know, Charlie? Anna, do you know where these bloopers came from? I mean, the film, of course.
I was going to say Rush Hour. I watched it.
That's right. Thank you. Jackie Chan was in Cannonball Run. Cannonball Run had bloopers at the end. Jackie Chan loved the bloopers so much that from Cannonball Run 1 in 1984 or 5,
was
6,
it,
whatever.
No, that was 2. I thought Cannonball was like 70.
80. Okay. Or 79. I don't know.
Damn, I'm going to look that up.
We can look that up. I'll let you look at it. Anyway, he thought the outtakes of the very first Cannonball Run were so funny that from that point on, every movie he made that he had any sort of control over, he put bloopers at the end.
I had no idea.
I think that is so wonderfully amusing. It's because find me a Jackie Chan movie from 1980 after that doesn't have outtakes.
Well, I was going to say it's everyone I've seen. 81 is Cannonball Run.
81.
So
okay,
we were dancing around that.
We were real close.
But I noticed it because again, the first one I ever saw was Rumble in the Bronx, and that seeing all those outtakes and you want to say bloopers, but in all reality, at the end of
outtakes is what I meant. I didn't mean bloopers.
Yeah, at the end of Rumble in the Bronx, you're just seeing all the fuck ups. You see the scene where he broke his foot too. When he jumps onto the ship or something, jumps onto the hovercraft.
You see his leg go crack to the one side. It's unmistakable if you're looking at the right spot at the right time.
It's
gross.
It's cringeworthy. And then they get him in a cast and everything, and they make a slip cover that looks like his sneaker over the cast, and he keeps fucking going.
Does it again?
Keeps doing stunts. It's like this one, like some of the stunts on here, I'm watching it going, I know they were doing, because you're in America doing it, so I'm sure there was way more safety. but I'm still watching him like walk across those girders up top, and I'm like, where's the fucking wire? Please tell me there's a wire on Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan wires, whatever. The one that literally scared me at the very beginning, they were pushing cargo containers at each other.
Oh, the metal containers.
And he had to jump up real quick. I was like, oh,
And
go.
does a goddamn flip at the top. And I'm like, those look like real cargo containers.
It almost killed him. They said it was literally a split second of his head clearing it. Or
yes,
because there was no stopping it. He literally barely missed. It's in the IMDb stuff.
Oh, no shit. I didn't see that. Okay.
That almost killed him.
Damn.
He missed it by fractions of a second. Yeah, it's when you start watching, like, this guy has some kind of luck charm. Like, seriously, he's got a lucky cricket in his pocket and runs around with it because
I like Lucky Cricket.
Lucky Cricket. But no, it's just the way he does his stunts. Like
Noisy Cricket.
These are still pretty big stunts, like sliding down the curtain. The drapery thing.
That was gorgeous. Oh my!
Love that shot.
He is free falling onto a carpet, and Chris Tucker holding on to the end of it is hilarious because he ain't holding on to nothing.
Well,
that's not happening.
No, the weight of him hitting that plus the weight of the drapery, it would have been out of your hands. I don't know anyone that could have held that.
He's like, I got this. La, la, la. No.
World's strongest man ain't holding that with a hand grip. But it's still funny and then Jackie Chan is flailing the entire time, smack right into Chris Tucker at the end of it.
And then he kisses Chris Tucker on the cheek, which, you saved me.
Thank you.
I will smooch you.
Yeah.
And then
thank you.
And then
me.
Oh shit! What does Chris Tucker say? He makes some blowjob reference.
I don't.
He's talking about not getting hit in the nuts or something like that.
Why don't you do that to my nuts or something? I don't know.
Yeah, because he probably
that's right.
kicked him in the nuts.
He's like, why are you kissing me? He goes, you saved my life or something like that. I'm just being grateful. And he goes, be grateful to my nuts.
Yeah.
That's right.
He said, be grateful to my nuts on that one.
Like, okay.
Again, American sensibilities. I'd say that. Kiss me. Kiss my nuts.
Kiss my nuts.
Funnily enough, one's gayer than the other. You choose. It doesn't matter which way you go. It's still June. I could get away with that.
Perfectly acceptable for
Happy
saving
Pride.
my life. Happy Pride.
See? That's how we celebrate. All right. We've butchered this movie, talked about Jackie Chan more than Rush Hour on this. I think it's time we just go ahead and jump into the things. What do you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies. Body count. Body count. Body count.
I'm so curious. Okay.
Let's guess. We gotta guess.
Yep. And I like Anna's idea of guessing here.
Oh, we're guessing. Okay.
Yeah, guess.
You go first, Pete.
Me? Oh, shit. So, okay, we had Ichi the Killer and the English
Jun Tao.
The guy that's pissed off that he no longer can
Tom Wilkinson.
He no longer has Hong Kong under his thumb.
That was Jun Tao?
That's Jun Tao.
That's the Englishman, right?
Yep.
The English politician.
Yep.
That just wanted money, and this was.
Well, he wanted all of the antiquities for his own collection.
Yeah.
He did like the power he probably wielded being over there.
That's very English. I mean,
it's white man.
Very colonial.
Hate the white man.
Right.
Colonizers.
So now, and Charlie said the guys in the limo before they captured the daughter. Okay, so that's 2 more. So there's 4. There's got to be. I'm just gonna throw in like 2. I'm gonna throw 2 or 3 more in, but I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say 5 because I can't think of. Oh wait, no, there's a whole building that blows up.
Will you pick a number?
Okay, 35. If there were a whole bunch of
there's
army,
the SWAT team that's in that building.
So the SWAT team in the building, and then random one-offs.
The 2 guards that was taking her to school. one-offs. But then at the end, when all that shit's going down, there's a bunch of deaths there. So I'm gonna say,
are there? Okay,
50.
okay.
I'm gonna say 50.
Y'all danced right around at 46.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Well, Anna wins. You're much
five.
closer
Pete, you
than
were
I, but-
way
We were
off till
in
you
the
got
middle.
to the explosion. I'm going to say like 5.
No.
Right until I thought about that. I'm like, oh yeah. There was like a whole troop going.
And that's
in
what I'm
there.
saying. It's so difficult.
Jackie Chan screaming at them, "Get out the building!"
Yeah, they don't want to
Watching
listen to him.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. They don't gotta get the building. Oopsie.
Let us
you're
do our
watching,
job. Okay. We're the feds. We know what we're doing.
You're stupid Chinese. You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Can't even speak
Yeah,
English
you're
right.
not expecting that number though in a PG-13 Jackie Chan comedy action movie.
It was
You know what I
mostly
mean?
off
Yeah.
screen and
All
it was
off screen,
not
except for
very
the
bloody.
one
minus
shots.
It's we're not when we were saying the off screen, not like they talk about their dads. We're not counting that. We know these deaths happened. It does happen. We just don't see the exact heads exploding or anything.
The understanding is there. Yeah.
Exactly. So 46. We'll pick our favorites. I know there's not going to be a lot because it is mostly explosions,
Have you ever
but
killed
we'll do the things.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
And I'll tell you what, I'll lead it off just
sure.
If you want to tag in on mine. Honestly, it's going to be the 2 bodyguards because when Liam points out Soo Young's face is covered in blood,
it's pretty cool.
It's kind of the first time I registered like, oh shit, he's right. Like there's blood splatter, not gore level blood splatter,
no.
but speckles of blood on her. And you're like,
that would
wow,
happen.
Okay. Yeah. And
That's
it's
exactly what happened.
And it's a very like fast kill. Like he just knocks on the window. This is also name of the movie. Oh, it's just Rush Hour. Pow pow, and they're dead. I mean, immediately. So that's my pick for this week. Are the 2 bodyguards after she sings? Is that
nice.
Destiny's Child? She's singing the song. All right, so yeah, there's my picks. So Pete, what is your favorite kill in Rush Hour? And you can't say Chris Tucker's acting ability.
Because he killed himself. For an action movie, as PG-13, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The kills are not memorable. They're just off screen, and
Part 2 gets way better.
Boom boom and whatever else. I like, Charlie, what you said about the limo, but I'm going to give it to Chris Tucker at the very end where they drop the guns. He falls back and pulls a gun out of his boot, I think, or something.
Yeah, she had 2 guns at the time. Yeah.
Shoots Ichi the Killer as he's falling backwards. And that's... I'm just going to stick with that one because
it's not a bad one. I mean, Sang is like the big bad.
Yeah, he's the big bad,
henchman,
and Chris Tucker gets him. They like, we're gonna drop the gun. Let's do this as men.
Fight like a man. Fight like, because that's what Chris Tucker says to him
earlier. Because he's stalling and he doesn't want to get shot.
Right.
He's like, no, let's be men and fight with our fists. And then now he's pulling the same thing.
Can I say, funniest moment now forever is when Chris Tucker got kicked in the face. Which one of y'all did that?
Yeah,
Dazed look.
I fell out.
I had a couple of last mentions, and that was definitely it. The funniest line
kills me every
in
time.
this movie is, "Which one of y'all kicked me?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolute favorite.
Oh my God, what a delivery! Funny. If that last kill didn't happen, I would have just picked the best line.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that. All right, Anna, what's your favorite kill in Rush Hour?
It's Sang as well, but it's also because when Carter kills Sang, that was his like full circle moment because he took all of his training.
Arc,
He took all of his training from Jackie Chan, applied it there, and he also, when he calls Johnson and he's like, "Hey, listen, for real though, I've been really selfish. I need some help. Like, can you come through? And because of that conversation is what makes Johnson be there in the first place. I feel like the night might not have went that way had she not had Carter not called her and apologized and been like, I know I've been an asshole. So that also was a full circle moment for his character. And he one-ups him and outsmarts him and pulls something out of his gun. It's like, whoop-ha.
Awesome. I think it's a great kill. I do wish the bomb had exploded when the British guy's fallen with it. That probably would have topped my list with it.
That
but
would have been because that was a Die Hard fall.
Oh, it was totally a Die Hard fall.
And had that bomb exploded as he was falling, like, oh, that would be pretty cool.
About midway, so there's minimal destruction.
So all that glass falls on everybody, including Chris Tucker on the.
Well, they were running it. He goes, everybody get out of the building. Come on, titties, titties, titties. Everybody run.
Yeah. All right, nobody panic. All right, what are y'all waiting for? Go.
I said there's a bomb in the building. Get out.
Yeah.
Love it.
He had to improvise most of his lines because no one writes that shit.
They said 90% of his dialogue was improvised. And they said it was great until it was time to edit because he would get into doing things and they would do so many different back and forths. Trying to get some kind of continuity got really difficult.
Yeah, that would be a bitch.
It's really hard to write dialogue for a comedian like him or Chris Rock or a lot of these other fast talking, fast thinking comedians.
Hell, Robin Williams,
without them sounding robotic like they're reading a script.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line they have to do, but I think they did it well enough with him on this. So all right, let's rate this bad boy. No Al Leong, but we got Jackie Chan in this one. So let's see here. Anna, what are you rating Rush Hour?
8 Jackie Chans out of 10.
Nice.
This is fun.
Ooh.
And it's got rewatchability. It's definitely one of those you can just throw on in the background. I can see myself doing that. Now that I've watched it with fresh eyes, for lack of better words, this is fun. And it did have me laughing pretty hard in quite a few spots, and I think it's aged well. You know, the stuff that's commented on in this movie, it's not necessarily to be derogatory as much as it is to show a stereotype in different cultures. So, and yeah, it's just fun. You got to look over some stuff and just sit back and enjoy like a fun comedy. Action
I like
movie.
that a lot. Like the premise isn't it doesn't age. Like my daughter's been kidnapped. We're gonna go save her. It's not. There's
like
you
it taken.
You don't need cell phones. You don't. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Jackie Chan's like, I will come find you.
I will find you.
Mm-hmm.
Find out. Yep. All right, Pete. What are you ranking?
I have a certain set of skills.
You do have a
rank
set
this.
of skills.
I have a story, friends.
Uh-oh.
Can I share a story with you?
You can share a story. Go
ahead. Got the movie from the library and I put it in. And Charlie, I hated it. I hated this movie. I had such bad memories of this from 20 years ago. And all of my memories came rushing back to me as I'm watching this movie. Everything I hate about the performance of Chris Tucker, of Jackie Chan being cuckolded because they don't give him anything to do, and they don't give him really any funny things to do for a long time. And then I walked away from the movie for a little bit, and it was about 50 minutes into the movie, and it's only a 90-minute movie. Put it back in, and I started watching it again, and all of a sudden, it like the hour 6 part, and I'm making up a number because it was after.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker's character starts to figure shit out, and the friendship starts to grow a little bit. the story starts to come together better. There's still a lot of annoying shit, but all of a sudden there's the comedy hits and the action is way better in the latter half of the last third of the film. The final fight, whatever. It's a little, it's
safe, a little safe.
Yeah, it's not cops or it's not police story or
no, God, no, it's not police story.
My
PG-13 rating.
Anna,
yeah,
police story where Jackie Chan did die and was revived. You need to see that one.
Yeah.
And that's
legit.
in the outtakes also.
Yeah.
He died. Literally died.
He died. He did.
He died. He came
Not
back
the character,
because
Jackie
God said, Jackie Chan, you will live. And Jackie Chan has risen.
He has risen.
Charlie, that first hour, I'm not kidding. The first 60 minutes of this film, I had a plan and I'm like, I'm not going to rip this movie, but I'm going to bring some strong opinions to this film.
Which
this last 30 odd minutes, 20 odd minutes, it saved the movie. All of a sudden the movie became palatable, it became tolerable, it became funny, it became entertaining. It was, like I said, that last fight was outside of Jackie Chan and the artifacts. Thank the Lord they added that stuff. Oh,
100%.
My
100%
goodness,
agree with you on that.
This would have been a wet, stinky fart of an ending.
It would have been a boring ending.
If they had not had the him saving the vases and the artifacts,
and then it still explodes, which is still hilarious. Still hilarious.
Whatever, he tried, right? You can't waste that footage.
And he's mad. He's mad.
He should be. He should be mad. That was a lot of effort. Damn it. I still don't like Chris Tucker's character. I'm torn. Like that first hour, Charlie, I'm not kidding. I was going to give it a thirst.
I was expecting it,
but I'm going to give it a 6.5. Like, go watch the movie. It's fun.
Way better than I thought I was going to get.
If you can get past Chris Tucker and listen to what Charlie said about his character in this episode, as that he's trying to better himself and he doesn't know a better way to do it than to be this boisterous bravado bullshit artist. He's looking for a break and he's not getting it because he's a bullshit bravado bullshit artist. And he doesn't understand that if you just fucking do your job, it will, good things will come to you. Anyway, what did I say? 6.5?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 7. Let's go 7. I'm going 7. Up a little bit. This conversation, I love these conversations because you've gone from I fucking hate this movie to watch it. Go ahead and watch it. It's all right.
You're going to watch the second one now.
I think I am. I really am.
I've never seen the second one.
I saw it. I think I saw it on cable, or you know how you saw things on cable, this and that, this and that. I don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through, so I think I'm going to go do that.
Anna, Walmart, $15.
I know. I need to.
I don't know if your Walmart's
$5
like
a movie.
mine.
Okay,
so
but
they'll have like the new releases on an end cap usually, in all my Walmarts. And then there's two sides of the end cap. One will have like the not as new releases,
right?
But the other ones will have like these funky slip covers, $5 ones.
Yeah.
Rush Hour's on that side. And
okay.
It's just among a bunch of these other ones. If you can't find it within a couple days, there's still a couple over at mine. I will go get it for you and mail it to you because it's $15.
We'll try that.
Charlie, you're up. I apologize for taking so much time.
Well, it's okay. Hey, I got you to a 7.
I had a journey. I took a journey through this.
You had a spiritual moment.
I did. I honestly did. You
he did the dance. That was his spirit.
I did not do that goddamn dance. But you saw my chat. I was not happy about watching this movie.
Oh, I saw the chat, sir.
I know
was
you
being
saw.
attacked
I
during the chat.
I read the chats.
I was in
Except
the
today
chat.
when I threw my phone into the river.
I didn't throw my phone in the yard. Yeah, it's fine.
Arguing
It
about
happens.
C4. Y'all, this is what
Arguing
they
about
talk about
C4.
in the group chat. C4 and how to detonate it properly.
I'm on lists.
Oh, I am
For some
too. Are
reason,
you kidding me?
Somebody didn't
And
want to believe
Anna's
me.
on a
I'm
weird
lists.
list though.
Pete,
Well,
you're
they're
on lists too, but it ain't the ones we're talking about. So it's
Yeesh. A different kind of list.
a different kind of list.
There's room if you would like to join me.
Oh, stop it. All right. So so I love this movie. I love this franchise. And I did say in this, I think I prefer part 2 a little bit more than part 1, but you don't get to part 2 without part 1.
This is true.
Yep. To me, it is a solid 8.5. There's definitely, I mean, obviously there was improvement, especially when you read that they had to go back and add fights. The end fight is a little safe because they're really trying to keep within that rating, but you could just show an explosion, not body parts, with the British guy falling, or let him get to the helicopter and then throw the bomb vest onto the helicopter, and then you get a helicopter explosion.
That'd be good. Yeah,
because there was one up there. You totally could have done it, and you had the budget. Honestly, they could have done it. But yeah, this is an 8.5, a very solid Jackie Chan movie for me. My growing up knowing Jackie Chan type movies. So this is what I was introduced to first. So, and that's why I wanted to put it on here. I thought it would be a lot of fun. Didn't really expect this to get picked. So I was like, it was a Hail Mary. Like, one day I'll get to cover Rush Hour. I'll throw it on the wheel. So yeah. Anna, what's that?
If you've never seen a Jackie Chan movie, check this one out. This is a very good introduction to
it really is
Hong Kong cinema. If you can, because the Hong Kong cinema is segregated, and I don't mean that in a racial way.
No,
I mean
the other
like
way. Yeah.
Chris Tucker isn't a part of I don't think he's a part of any of the actual kung fu stuff. Like, they've got a set with baddies and Jackie Chan, and they're kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's not until the second and third one that they integrate him into the kung fu.
So this has these. If you just watch the kung fu in this movie, this is what you're going to get in all these old, former kung fu movies. Plus, you're getting the American side with the Chris Tucker and the FBI and blah blah blah. All that
so
stuff.
you're getting it's more palatable to an Americanized audience.
I don't want to say uneducated, but
that's why I said Americanized. You can infer uneducated and Americanized.
Someone that hasn't been educated, someone that hasn't been exposed to this kind of cinema before. And I think Rush Hour is a great it's a gateway kung fu movie. There you go.
Much like Kill Bill. Much like Kill Bill. We talked about the same thing on there.
Boy.
Is it being
I think
what got
Kill
you
Bill
into
is
this
a
stuff?
step or two above
Oh,
this
it
movie
is.
Because of how weird the movie is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just as far as
to watch Kill Bill.
as far as
Kill Bill's a 10.
introducing Americans to kung fu and samurai stuff, it's I feel like they're one and the same with that.
Agreed.
No, it works.
They are of the same ilk. Sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Anna, I do believe you found us a trash opinion. Is that correct?
Oh yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious.
You ready?
Is this 1 hour Pete or 90-minute Pete? Trash opinion.
Right. Here we go.
1 hour.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I bash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
So this review is for you, Pete. I thought you would like it. So this guy on February 9th, 1999 gave it a 1 out of 10 and called it a big disappointment. Mm-hmm. This movie was bad, really bad. And that is too bad because with Jackie Chan on board, a lot could have been done to make a good movie out of it. Besides the fact that the story is abysmal, the action sequences are not that good either, to say the least. And with Jackie Chan, one can expect more. The greatest failure is the casting of Chris Tucker, who is not only an annoying sidekick, but also not funny. Shame on him for letting Jackie down like that. But it should have been clear that after The Fifth Element, Tucker should not have starred in any movie again.
Yep.
Wow.
That was for you, Pete.
You sure Pete didn't write that?
Right.
Well, you know what? The user's name, his name is D Throat. And that was Pete.
Oh, that was definitely Pete.
That's totally me.
Son of a bitch.
D Throat. Seriously.
Wow. That's why no one takes you seriously anymore, sir, with your stupid user.
No one ever took me seriously. Are you kidding me?
I was talking to the critic.
Have
so
you
it was you then.
Okay.
It was you, sir. Ha ha! You fell into my trap. Walked right into that one, sir.
I walk into a lot of things.
You do. All right. Well, that is the end of Month of Chaos.
Do.
It's been a fun month, all things considered.
I love
Terrifier.
Wheel of Chaos. I love the suffering. I suffered through this one. Charlie suffered through 2. Sorry.
Yeah. Also, thank you to Parker for joining us for one of the episodes. He was our only guest this month.
Thank you, Parker.
He gets the
we
gold
gotta have
star.
you back on.
Yes,
he does. Yeah, and he hated the Jason pick I had. I can't wait to hear what he thinks about Rush Hour.
I
I'm sure
know,
the
right?
Discord's going to be on fire for that
But
one.
Jason
Really?
Goes to Hell was a fucking bomb.
That was such a fun episode, though.
We're talking about this Discord. Someone needs called out for his sass lately, and Daniel, you know who you
been
are.
sassy, hadn't he?
You have been extra spicy, sir. Extra spicy.
I like Spicy Daniel. It cracks me.
Sir,
I don't want sugary
dare
Daniel.
you.
I want spicy Daniel.
Spicy
He is
Daniel.
extra spicy. You know, you go to the store and you're like, there's hot, and then there's really hot, and then there's Daniel. That's what everybody's getting.
Exactly.
We love you, Daniel, but I had to
We
call you
do.
out a little bit on that. All right, everybody. So now, next week,
Oh God.
next month
It's happening.
is the month of months.
I know. Oh,
my
shit.
Christmas, my everything. I pour my heart and soul
You
into
sure do.
month of action starts next week.
Let's
so
go.
do I give the audience the full rundown of what we're doing? Because we're going to be doing some trailers.
I
so.
only want to know if Eagly is coming back.
He is.
that
He's
is-
very excited.
Did we sign him? I
We
thought
locked
there
that
was
down.
some.
He's locked
well,
in. Oh, yeah. He wasn't going nowhere.
Did
He's just...
we lock him down or did we lock him down? I mean,
Look,
did we
he's
put him in
the
a
Chris
cage?
Tucker of Eagles. He wanted more money.
Ah.
He paid more, but he's worth it to me.
He has earned his stripes.
That's right. Stars and stripes.
It's only been
Uh-huh.
about-
See
this
what
is
I
his
was saying?
second season, if I remember right.
It's a big part of the season. So yeah, we have month of action starting very next week. We are kicking it off with the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. This
Ladies
is
and gentlemen, I am
the newest
so
one. Yeah.
very excited about this.
Me too. I've been wanting to watch it, and it's got
Express.
hunky boys.
It's all of the hunky boys.
Anna, hunky boy.
Yeah, just fair warning, y'all.
Hunky boy.
As the
Hunky
only
good
female
boys?
on this show,
Hunky bad boys.
there's a lot of hunky boys throughout the entire month of action. Charlie
There
did me
is.
well in that regard. So
I took care of my co-host. I
be
did.
prepared
Oh,
for me to
oh.
gush.
I, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I will leave that as is, but please be looking for our teaser trailer that will announce the rest of the lineup for Month of Action on Give Me Back My Action movies. We will also be releasing the lineup, which I think I may have already said over on B Action to get everybody primed up for it, but we will have a teaser trailer coming out for it. B Action will be every week. So every Tuesday and every Saturday, there are action movie podcasts coming out, not just from us. We are involved with upwards of 15, if not more, because we've added some other participants that don't quite do podcasts, but they do other things, and they're joining us on the Month of Action. I will get everyone compiled before we start next week's recording. And so we can give everyone the proper amount of attention
Yeah.
Because this is also a big cross promotion, a big cross branding. Everyone feels included in this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the biggest one we've ever done. This just popped on me on a Saturday afternoon going, well, what guests do I get? God, it's so hard to schedule guests. What's easier? Let's just see if anyone else wants to be part of it and do their own episodes with their own flavor.
Damn episode.
Here for it.
I mean, I love you. Please submit your episodes.
Good Beer Bad Movie Night's in on it. They're doing a pick. Us over at the Barons, we're doing a whole month of action horror.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
We're recording Wednesday, like in 2 days.
It is going to be.
It's a bad movie.
Oh God, it is
so
a bad movie. It is a bad movie. I know what you picked.
It's so. Oh,
you picked it, sir. You picked
it. I picked it on my memory of my childhood. I'm like, oh, this was fun when I was a kid. Oh God, I'm so wrong.
young Pete didn't know shit.
Oh no, I didn't.
So yeah, all month long. So there will be plenty of content. If you run through your shows way too fast like I do and don't have anything to listen to, July is not going to be a problem.
You're going to be you're a mess.
You're inundated.
Mow your lawn every day.
Yeah. Take the long way to work and take the long way home, because you're going to want to listen to everyone that's involved. This is going to be an absolute blast. I cannot wait. Thanks to everyone that's participating. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there now. And it's going to be huge. And there will be a surprise in the month.
Ooh, I love surprises.
Just leaving it at that.
Oh, I don't know the surprise.
Only 3 people are privy to the surprise. So just
clearly
let everybody know.
I'm not privy.
Nope. And don't worry, it's not
it was
Dustin
me,
or
and I don't
either.
remember. Which, well, that tracks.
Yeah, Dustin and Mickey aren't either, so don't feel like there's favorites. This is a secret. So,
a super secret.
I've got a
it's
secret.
a secret.
Secret,
All right.
secret.
Hey, real quick,
Secret.
before we go, over at the Barons, we have a discount code for Creep-O-Rama. If you are a lover of merch and horror t-shirts, action t-shirts, any kind of movie shirt.
It's not just horror t-shirts. It's the greatest t-shirts, the greatest horror t-shirts ever.
Yeah,
These
they're
t-shirts
an
are
awesome
bitchin'.
company. Awesome to talk to and see stuff they post. I'm still holding out for that Detroit Rock City shirt re-release. Yes! I need one of those. But if you go to check out and put in Barons 10, you can get 10% off your order. You don't have to order a certain amount of anything. You can order one thing or 10. It doesn't matter. You get 10% off. So there you go.
Barons 10. BARRENS 10. Barons 10. So
correct.
Creep-O-Rama. Best place to find them is going to be on Instagram. That's where they're most active. I know they have a Facebook page, so you can go on there, but Facebook sucks and you don't get to see their posts. Instagram, go check them out over there. Yep.
Instagram is less sucky. Yeah.
I think me and Dustin talked about this on B Action. I think right now I hold the record for the most amount of Creep-O-Ramas among our group.
for sure.
I'm in the 20s right now with my shirts.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because I bought every Predator and Commando and Detroit Rock City and Wayne's
all
World
those,
and Airheads, and kept going. My Death Proof came in. Escape from LA, I think is the one I got. So yeah, Creep-O-Rama's awesome. So we will be back next week for the very first episode of Month of Action. We will see you next week.
Bye.
So halfway through the movie, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are getting street food in Chinatown.
Which part? I'm no punk bitch or the eel?
The eel. This is
okay.
We're this is where we're going with the eel. And ladies and gentlemen, when I was in Japan, there wasn't nothing better than street food. And I think there's some sort of stereotype. Here we go, another stereotype of street foods or street carts. But in other countries that aren't the United States, they are clean and delicious and ridiculously delicious. So, but they're in Chinatown, right? And What was that? Jackie got
Camel
hump.
Camel hump.
I have no idea if that's a thing or not, but let's roll with it. I don't care. It was,
Camel hump.
Later on in the movie, he orders camel hump for Jackie, which I thought was adorable.
Yeah.
But Chris Tucker got eel, and he's like, eel? And I get it. Eel sounds weird.
Yeah.
I've had eel. It's not weird.
I've had fried eel, but I haven't had.
If you like fish, eel isn't like just fish in general. It's not weird. It's just a weird word.
Is it like fish sticks? Because I eat fish sticks.
It's not fish sticks.
Okay, then I won't like it.
It's very, very different than fish sticks.
I like fish sticks.
But my favorite thing was like Chris Tucker eats this like, damn, that's pretty. I like that. I'm doing Chris Tucker. Am I?
That was a great Chris Tucker.
That was great.
That's pretty good. I don't know how long I can sustain that. That's pretty
Not very
good.
long. Okay.
It just needs a little hot sauce. And that's where I lost my shit. Like, did you just ask the Chinese for hot sauce? Oh, son, you are in a world of trouble.
Yeah, because you know what? Not soul food, Asian food. I know punk bitch. You punk bitch.
Your soul food don't got the heat that Asian food got. Let me tell you, that's a different heat, son, and you are in big trouble. There's such a difference between like Hispanic heat and Indian heat, Middle Eastern heat and Asian heat.